Good morning, everyone. I'm Patty from the Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation, and today I'll share how our Yellow School of Hope Starter Classroom program gives last mile schools a fast, dignified, and sustainable solution to the classroom shortage. So, mga last mile schools po talaga yung priority namin. They are the small, remote, disadvantaged schools that are often forgotten, and many children here study in makeshift huts or under trees that are exposed to the elements, and it's not very ideal for learning. And yung DepEd reports a shortage of over 165,000 classrooms, and small remote schools naturally are the last to be prioritized in classroom provision. So yung mga starter classrooms po namin, they are safe, dignified, and they're more typhoon resistant than the usual makeshift classroom. They can last around 5 to 10 years because the bottom half is made of cement, it's fully cement, and the top half naman is made of local materials, so it's easier to procure them. Because of that, one classroom can be completed in just 4 to 6 weeks. And this means we can respond quickly to urgent needs. And alam naman natin kung gaano ka-urgent, especially sa mga last mile schools. And it's called starter classroom, particularly because it's a start, it's the first step. It's the bridge while waiting for the permanent classrooms from DepEd to be built. Next naman po, these classrooms are designed particularly for small, geographically isolated schools sa mga GIDA. And since 2023, we've built them in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao sa mga far-flung areas. And these schools, yung mga last-mile schools, they often have only around 20 to 30 learners per grade level, around 100 to 150 learners overall. But just because of their low population, that does not mean they can be left behind sa classroom provision. Next po. So, one Yellow School of Hope starter classroom costs around 250,000 pesos compared to our standard Yellow School of Hope that can range from 1 to 2 million pesos. All of our programs, including this classroom build, uses sweat equity. So yung mga parents and yung mga community members, they help build through bayanihan. We employ skilled labor, yes, but the simple labor is done by the parent volunteers. Kaya napapabilis din at nakaka-lower din yung cost ng labor. And additionally, it creates a sense of ownership, ensuring better care of the classrooms in the future. Next naman po, the starter classroom design uses a mix of cement and wood, both for strength and availability in remote areas. Strength and availability are two of the main considerations in building classrooms in these remote areas. But even with simple materials, these proper building techniques make the classroom withstand typhoons compared to makeshift huts. And these building techniques are shared by our volunteer architects, si Architect Peach Buencamino of CC Buencamino Architect. Next naman po yung program map namin. These are the provinces where we've built starter classrooms. This does not include the standard na Yellow School of Hope, no? So these projects are initiated, monitored on the ground, and documented by our volunteers, mga taga doon din sa areas na yon, whom we call Hope Paddlers. And these volunteers are also public school teachers. So they understood the urgency and the significance of this program in their communities. Next po. Our most expensive build is at 250,000 pesos. The materials are 180,000, labor 45,000. May contingency po na 10% because these are for the, particularly for the hard to reach areas, sa logistics nila, these are for the schools na wala talagang mga roads papunta sa kanila. Yung mga parents ay, they by foot nila dinideliver yung mga materials, yung mga sako, mga semento. Size is the DepEd standard size na 7 by 9 meters, half concrete, half wood, with the ceiling and double walling. This has no electrical as most of these communities are off-grid anyway, but we try to supplement with our solar panel program. Separate naman na po yun. And then for the last slide, I'd like to reiterate our advocacy, which is at the Yellow Boat of Hope, we believe every child, no matter where they live, kahit gaano sila kalayo, they deserve a safe and dignified place to learn. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Ms. Ayo. So I remember si Yellow Boat nagsimula yan when si Dr. Anton Lim, as a good friend, saw that children were walking 5 hours to school and having to cross rivers. Kaya yung unan yung, or swim to school, at yung unang naging project was to give them boats, di ba? Para nakabangka na sila going to school. No? So you've branched into school building. we asked you to present si starter classroom. You also have regular school buildings at about 1 to 2 million, correct, di ba? But the starter classroom, this is a faster solution to the current HOTS, di ba? Kumbaga in about a month or a month and a half, kaya na itong matayo. Meron bang paraan to convert this into a regular classroom, or the understanding is pag may regular classroom na, this will be torn down?
Ang gusto po talaga namin ay maging ma-turn siya into a regular classroom eventually. And yun po yung dinedevelop namin this year with our volunteer architect para yung design niya ay eventually magiging regular classroom siya.
Kumbaga parang halfway point, no?
Opo.
Meron ng magagamit na in the meantime, tapos pag may extra resources, konting dagdag siguro, pwede na siyang regular classroom.
Opo.
The biggest difference are the walls, right? Kasi the foundation is concrete, the roof is still GI sheet.
Opo.
It's the walls which is the big difference, no?
Opo.